There are more than 84,000 students all over the country calling a motel their home. It has been a growing trend. It's been going on over the past 3 years, one that is directly impacting upstate students.
Let's check with investigative reporter Brianna Smith, who has an inside look at, Brianna, what is unfortunately a new normal.
Yeah, hey guys, this is a tough one to report. There are thousands of upstate students that are considered homeless, meaning they lack a permanent fixed home every night. And in many of these cases, school is these children's only constant. It's 5:30 in the morning. Hand in hand, a dad sends his daughter off to learn.
Have a good day. Have a good day.
As she heads to school, he heads back to where they call home, this motel room.
You come in and you look at it and you're like, why? How did this happen? You know, and it's just.
So is this a new type of homelessness?
It is a new type of homelessness. I like to think of it as a new type of normal.
A one-room efficiency just like this has become home for more than 500 students across upstate schools. Because as our communities continue to grow, affordable and low-income housing becomes harder and harder for parents to find.
So where do these folks go when they're displaced? First line of defense, besides family and friends and couch surfing, is going to be the motels.
And once those families land in a motel, it's harder for them to save and eventually escape poverty.
What we find with people in poverty is they're paying at least half of their expendable income on their lodging and shelter, and in some cases all.
This cycle continues, families living paycheck to paycheck, always on the brink of losing the space they just secured. On the day we met Jacob Dosher, the steady job he had didn't have any more work for him. Out of a job and out of money, he was searching for $56.06 just to keep a roof over his family's head for one more night.
Where do I turn? What do I do? And a lot of phone calls.
More than a quarter of the phone calls that United Ministries gets are coming from families in motels, as they're the only shelter in Greenville County that will take boys over the age of 10, showing the transient and unstable lifestyle hundreds of these kids are forced to lead. School is the most constant thing for many of these
Schools is probably the only constant thing in all of these kids. Like, that's just across the board.
That one constant is often disrupted, with homeless students missing dozens of days of school a year because their families are moving to a new motel, a new couch, or sometimes the streets. The school district works to get a bus to every student wherever they are, which can often take time.
We get them back in school, they're maintaining attendance, and 2 weeks later they're moving again. So now it's going to take me another 3 to 5 days to set up transportation, and that's the problem. That transition, that affects them academically.
Those homeless students are often changing schools 3 to 4 times a year, which means changing teachers, changing curriculum and environment, all while dealing with the uncertainty that they might have to move again.
It's hard to think about reading when you're worrying about, what am I going to eat tomorrow? How am I going to eat? What am I going to wear? Where am I going to clean it so that I can wear it? We have to deal with those issues first, and then we can deal with, how do I read to my child?
And while the housing crisis has a significant impact on the students in school now, the impact on our communities in the future is just as certain.
We have an entire generation, a certain percentage of the current population of children, school-age children, who have spent at least a significant portion of their formative years in a motel, knowing that is home. That's going to have a profound long-term impact on their decision-making, their sense of well-being.
That's why Jacob Dosher is working every day to escape the poverty cycle, to get his little girl the space and stability she dreams of.
I want her to have her own room and be able to, I paint it whatever color she wants, because she wants like purple and pink. So yeah, I mean, this is not what we wanted at all.
Wow, Brianna, here's a man trying to provide for his daughter, and he's working all the time. That's devastating to watch. I want to do a little math here quickly. You said he was paying $56 a day to live in that hotel room. So that's what, $400 a week. for what he's spending to live in a hotel room, if he could just save a little bit, he could get a permanent residence.
You know, it's interesting, Gordon. A lot of times when they buy for a week, it's a lot cheaper than what it would be 56 added up. But he had a job, and because it ran out of work, he had to use what they'd saved to pay for that week where he didn't have work. So it shows you just when you start to get ahead, something runs in your way, and then you're interrupted and you're having to use those savings as an emergency, just like most people do. And so he now has steady work again, but they're waiting for the next time, and they don't have down payment for an apartment. And that's that cycle of poverty that they just can't escape. And there's no affordable housing, no low income housing for these people who are making $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 a year and trying to provide for a family.
Yeah, it's just they need that first month's deposit, for instance, at a lot of apartments, and you just can't have that kind of cash on hand. And another interesting thing, this is not one or two schools in the upstate where this is a thing. Almost every school has a student like this, do they not?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, it was interesting. We asked districts across the upstate how many children they had affected. Spartanburg definitely saw some numbers, and Anderson District 1, right across the Greenville border, they had huge numbers as well of their student population who were homeless and living in hotels. And coming up on Monday night, I know this story is very somber, very sad, showing the reality of this. But on Monday night, we're going to show a little bit of hope on what the Greenville Housing Authority is trying to do, what the Homeless Coalition in Greenville is trying to do to make sure that this isn't a reality in the next 10 years.
Well, Brianna, it's excellent reporting, and it highlights a group of people that are easily ignored among us. So very nice work on that. Thank you.